right, so I graduated last year, and this is my advice for any upcoming seniors, because school starts for me, anyways, literally this week. Well, it would have started for me. It starts at the school that I went to literally this week. So, this is my advice for seniors and pretty much anyone else who wants it, I suppose. But for all the seniors, um, obviously it's your last year and you're going to be out soon. And I'm going to give you some advice for school and a little bit of personal advice, all right? So, some advice for school, obviously. You're going to have a lot of free periods, okay? Well, not a lot, maybe like two, because, you got a lot of the classes that you need done, right? Like, you don't need to take all your classes to graduate. Obviously, you're still going to need to take some of your classes to graduate. Like, you're going to need a couple English classes or maybe like one math class to graduate. But other than that, a lot of your classes you really don't need at all, which is how it was for me. It might not be that way for you, but it was that way for me. And for those y'all who are in that situation, sorry, there's a mosquito. For those of y'all who are in that situation, um, honestly, I don't want to give you bad advice, but I want to be real with you. I'm just gonna say you don't even have to show up to those classes to graduate. Now, they don't obviously they're not gonna let you just skip class. Like administrators and shit like that, and like the principal isn't gonna just let you skip class. Like they're still gonna make you go to class. Like if you run to a hall monitor, they're gonna yell at you and make you go to class. But if you don't, it's not really gonna negatively affect your year. Like you can still graduate. So you can skip like half the classes that you have and still graduate. You don't got to show up to nearly as many classes. And I know that's not some great advice because obviously it's not good to skip a class and you get a lot of lunch detentions. But a lunch detention is just a lunch detention, all right? If anything, it's peaceful, all right? It's kind of quiet in there. And I literally just played on my fucking phone half the time. Every time I got one, I just went in there, sat down, just played on my phone. That was it. It wasn't that bad actually. It was just like it honestly doesn't even make any sense. Like, oh, you skipped class, you gotta come eat lunch in the office. Like, okay, dude, makes no difference in eating lunch with in the cafeteria. I mean, unless it's not with your friends. But like, so yeah, you can skip a lot of classes. You'll get in trouble, but you can still graduate. So that's what I did. Literally everybody, I did that so much. My legs hurt so badly from how much I just skip class and walk around the building all day. Literally everybody noticed. The teachers, my friends, the girls I liked, literally every single one of them were like, they were all like, hey man, how many study halls do you have? Because I always just see you walking around this bitch. And I'm like, oh no, I just skipped. So yeah, that's some advice for the year, really. But some personal advice, all right? Obviously, it's your last year, and you're gonna get out soon, and you're gonna really start to think about what you want to do, all right? And for me, I thought I was just so excited to get out because there are some good parts about school, but you don't see them until you're out. Like, and then there's the part that's obviously fucking suck about school, like math class. Like, nobody likes that shit. And some of the rules there you just can't really follow. Like, you just don't feel like following, like the going to class thing. But when you're out and shit, you truly just don't know. You just, like when you're free, because everything that sort of makes you into someone, kind of, this is how it was for me, is just gone. Like, think about it. Like, how many people do you know? Like, at least when you're in school and you're with your class, and like your entire class of whichever, like, whenever you're graduating, like, you're all, like, you're kind of someone. Like, kind of everyone knows who you are, really. All right. And you know who everyone else is, right? And then when you get out, they're all gone. Like, how many girls do you like? How many friends do you have? How many people do you know? Think about that. Realize that, like, when you're out, they're all gone. And, like, sure, you can be in touch with some of them, but a lot of them, then you're never going to see them again. And it's like, it's like, obviously, you'll have people. You won't be alone entirely. But, like, at least when you went to school, when I went to school, I at least had some sort of purpose in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, how do I explain it? Like, at least I had a reason to go somewhere. At least I talked to people. At least people knew me and said hi to me and shit like that. And at least I got to be social because right now I don't have a job. I don't even have a car. And I'm just stuck in this like house and I have terrible, terrible anxiety. And I know a lot of y'all have it out there too, but I guarantee you my anxiety is one of the worst cases of anxiety. I cannot even explain to you. I promise you, it's so bad, all right? It's not good. I wish this upon none of you guys, okay? Not even my fucking worst enemies. because this shit is real, all right? And it's not good. You don't want to go through that. For those of you who don't have anxiety, you are blessed by God Himself. All right, you are the chosen one. Okay, I really don't know how to explain it. So I'm sitting here in this house all alone, just stuck with my extremely negative thoughts, and I got no friends, still no girlfriend, don't got a car, don't got a job. I'm just stuck here, and I feel like I remember the car ride back from graduation. I just didn't want to go home. I didn't want to because I was basically saying goodbye to everything, man. And like I know I said like I hated school, believe me, but like the people there, even though a lot of them I really hated, like I was just like I'm never gonna see these people again. And I know that's good because like a lot of them are not good people, but like my friends, the people, the girls, like nah, man, I'm nobody now. Like, you became someone amongst all these people. You gained yourself a reputation for at least something, and then it's just gone. You're nobody. That's it. And like I said, you might have a job, but I don't. So, like, I'm just kind of here. And I look on all my friends, like, I look on all my friends' Snapchat and shit like that, and everyone just looks so happy. And, like, I just don't, like, I want to feel some sort of purpose. But at the same time, the grass is always greener on the other side. I promise you, it's always greener on the other side. Not with everything, maybe, but a lot of the times the grass is always greener on the other side. I promise you. All right. And so there's me. All right. I want a job. I want a car. I want a girl. I mean, everyone wants girls, right? Like, don't get me wrong. But I want a job and a car. At least so I can feel some sort of purpose in my life. Because I see people who are younger than me working like two jobs at once and they got their own license and shit and they're basically living, and it makes me insecure about myself, right? Because I'm just some kid who sits in his room all by himself playing video games all day, and it's like I don't want to be a loser, man. I don't want to be like this forever, okay? But at the same time, I feel like if I had all that shit, if I had everything I wanted, I wouldn't feel any better about myself. I wouldn't feel any different. So I'm telling you, the grass is always greener on the other side. I guarantee you right now, there's someone out there who has everything that I want and they wish they had what I have. They wish they could just sit at home and enjoy themselves all day. But for me, I just want to have some sort of purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you'll understand when you get out, man. I just, I don't really know it. But I mean, I have run into a couple friends. I ran into my friend at the movie theaters. Him and his girlfriend were there, and I'm not really jealous that he has a. I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, yeah. But for those of y'all who need other advice, don't worry about relationships very much. All right, you're gonna have a crush, one or two maybe, and you can get to know them. But it's high school, so unfortunately, it's not gonna last, which can suck because you know there are some very pretty girls at school. But other than that, I'm not really sure much there is much else to say. So my final advice is just take one step at a time and don't rush it, I guess. And just be grateful for what you have, I suppose. Because, like I said, the grass is always greener on the other side. There's someone out there who has everything that you want, and then you might have everything that they want. Because you really don't know how someone's feeling, right? Like I said, when I said all my friends look so happy, like, I bet I look happy to them. But in reality, like, I'm just stuck inside my head. And I have terrible anxiety, like I said, and it really doesn't let up. And I'm okay, don't worry. Like, I'm not gonna hurt myself or nothing. But, you know, I've got issues, so, you know, maybe not everyone's as happy as they seem, I guess. I mean, I suppose everyone's going through something, but yeah, the grass is always greener on the other side. And just be grateful for what you have. Because, like I said multiple times, there's someone out there with everything you want, and then maybe you have everything they want. All right. So just be grateful for what you have. All right. That's it. Bye bye.